4, the creation of fourth order, chapter 18, Prithu Maharaj milks the earth planet, and 8th sloka, the qualities of extraordinary king to do welfare work. Nunam ta vridakshina Nunam ta vridakshina Mai kalena bhuyasa Mai kalena bhuyasa Tatra yogena drishtena Bhavan adutum arhati Nunam ta vridakshina Mai kalena bhuyasa Tatra yogena drishtena Bhavan adatum arhati. Prabhuji, please. Nunam ta vridakshina Mai kalena bhuyasa Tatra yogena drishtena Bhavan adhatum arhati. Nunam ta vridakshina Mai kalena bhuyasa Tatra yogena drishtena Bhavan adatum arhati. Nunam ta vridakshina Mai kalena bhuyasa Tatra yogena drishtena Bhavan adutum arhati. Word to word meaning. Nunam, therefore, ta, those, vridha, herbs and grains, kshina, deteriorated, mayi, within me, kalena, in the course of time, bhuyasa, very much, tatra, therefore, yogena, by proper means, drishtena, acknowledged, bhavan, your majesty, adatum, to take, arhati, ought. Translation by Prabhupada. Please listen. Due to being stocked for a very long time, all the grain seeds within me have certainly deteriorated. Therefore, you should immediately arrange to take these seeds out by the standard process which is recommended by the acharyas or sastras. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki. When there is a scarcity of grain, the government should follow the methods prescribed in the Shastra and approved by the Acharyas. Thus, there will be a sufficient production of grains and food scarcity and famine can be checked. Bhagavad Gita recommends that we perform yajna sacrifices. By the performance of yajna, sufficient clouds gather in the sky, and when there are sufficient clouds, there is also sufficient rainfall. In this way, agricultural matters are taken care of. When there is sufficient grain production, the general populace eats the grain, and animals like cows, goats, and other domestic animals eat the grasses and grains also. According to this arrangement, human beings should perform the sacrifices recommended in the Shastras, and if they do so, there will be no longer be food scarcity. In Kali Yuga, the only sacrifice recommended is Sankirtana Yajna. In this verse, there are two significant words, Yogena, by the approved method, and Drishtena, as exemplified by the former Acharyas. One is mistaken if he thinks that by applying modern machines such as tractors, grains can be produced. If one goes to a desert and uses tractor, there is still no possibility of producing grains. We may adopt various means, but it is essential to know that the planet Earth will stop producing grains if sacrifices are not performed. The Earth has already explained that because non-devotees are enjoying the production of food, she has reserved food seeds for the performance of sacrifice. Now, of course, atheists will not believe in this spiritual method of producing grains, but whether they believe or not, the fact remains that we are not independent to produce grain by mechanical means. As far as the approved method is concerned, it is enjoined in the Shastras that intelligent men in this age will take to Sankirtana movement, and by doing they shall worship the Supreme Personal Godhead, Lord Chaitanya, whose bodily complexion is golden and who is always accompanied by his confidential devotees to preach this Krishna conscious movement all over the world. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Sankirtan Kirtan ki. In this present condition, the world can only be saved by introducing this Sankirtana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This Krishna conscious movement, as we have learned from the previous verse, one who is not in Krishna consciousness is considered a thief. Even though he may be materially very advanced, if a thief cannot be placed in a comfortable position, a thief is a thief and he is punishable. Because people are without Krishna consciousness, they have become thieves. And consequently, they are being punished by the laws of material nature. No one can check this, not even by introducing so many relief funds and humanitarian institutions, unless the people of the world take to Krishna consciousness. There will be a scarcity of food and much suffering. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Sakshorunmilitam Yena Tashmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kata Mahyam Tada Deso Patantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuda Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Shakrajadam Sakagana Raghunathanvidam Tam Sajivam Sadhva Vaidam Savadutam Parijana Sayidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Patan Sakagana Lalita Shri Visakan Vidamcha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dhinabandho Jagatpade Gobesha Gobika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Stude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam तदो जयम् उदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः. Today is one of the excellent verse. This is about Sankirtan movement. Also the Mother Earth giving the seeds to Prithu Maharaj, the king of the entire universe. And we are going to check those two things in various context, various verses mentioned in Bhagavatam. So in this verse, the two word yogena, drishtena is the very key, that's why I highlighted. Due to being stalked for a very long time, all the grain seeds within me have certainly deteriorated. Therefore, you should immediately arrange to take these seeds out by the standard process which is recommended by Acharya and Shastras. So that is what the instruction given by the Mother Earth to Prithu Maharaj. So what we discussed yesterday, the continuation of the previous verse, I am being neglected by the kings who are not punishing these rascals who have turned into thieves by using grains for sense gratification. Consequently, I have hidden all these seeds which were meant for the performance of sacrifice. Here, Mother Earth say that these things first we do the yajna sacrifice, offer to Lord Vishnu, then we take. But the previous king is not done that. That is why I hidden something for the purpose of the sacrifices to the Lord. That's what Mother Earth informed Prithu Maharaj. We already know what are the things we discussed earlier. What happened? The King Vena not done properly, and then his father is too much worried. Anga, he left the forest in the midnight. Those things we already saw. Now coming back to this verse, here Mother Earth is requesting Prithu Maharaj to take this grain and use it, cultivate it for the sacrifice and for the welfare of the people. What is the message we are getting from here? We are not independent. We are dependent on Lord. How he say that? We already discussed the same thing in Bhagavad Gita 3rd chapter. How we do sacrifice yajna from this cloud forms. Once the cloud is too much, we will get the rainfall. Using that rain, we cultivate. That is what the routine thing in the cycle of the cultivation. So first comes is sacrifice to Lord Vishnu. So that has not done in the previous king. That's why he hidden some of the grains to do for future cultivation and for future sacrifices when the right king came. We also discussed earlier the Prithu Maharaj is empowered by the Lord. Same with goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Devi is in the form of Archi. Prithu Maharaj in Archi is nothing but Sakti Avesha Avatar. That we discussed earlier in the previous chapters or in the previous canto. I can't remember, but it is in the earlier verse. So now the Prithu Maharaj is very keen to cultivate, to remove all the scarcity of the food grains, and he got the instruction from the Mother Earth and he is going to do. That's why this verse is named as the qualities of extraordinary king to do the welfare work. When coming back to yajna, I believe we have discussed earlier. I want to say two words. One is Bhagavad Gita 3rd chapter 10th verse. Saha yajna praja shishtva पुरोवाचा प्रजापति अनेन प्रविश्याद्वं एषवो अष्टु इष्टकामदुक्. In the beginning of creation, the Lord of all creatures sent forth generation of men and demigods along with sacrifices for Vishnu and blessed them by saying, be thou happy by this yajna sacrifice, because its performance will bestow upon you everything desirable for living happily and achieving liberation. That is Krishna informed in Bhagavad Gita, 3rd chapter, 10th verse. So, yajna is important. Yajna sacrifice is a must, that when you do that, you can live happily. Not only happily, what else? You can also get liberation. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Here, there are n number of sacrifice, n number of yajna is there. But see, in Kali Yuga, what we can do? See, I do other yajna also. We can do Purushuddha yajna, we do Yajurveda yajna, we do a lot of yajna. Once it needs specialized skill and the lot of procedure is there. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. He given the simple instruction to everyone: chant and be happy. Then Kali Yuga, it is the best method to do Sankirtana Yajna. Do Sankirtana Yajna and be happy. That will have same thing apply here also. You can apply the third Bhagavad Gita 3rd chapter and 10th verse. What it says that Krishna said, you do the yajna, it will make you happy, and also you can get liberation. That is the key point from Bhagavad Gita, verse number 3rd chapter, 10th verse. Now, another thing, in the 2nd canto, 4th chapter, verse number 20, maybe we discussed a couple of months ago, or maybe last year. Shriyapatir, Yajnapati, Prajapatir, Dhyampatir, Lokapatir, Dharapati, Patir Gadischa, Andaka, Vrishni Satvatam, Prasidhatam me Bhagavan Satam Padi. Here the Prajapati is Lord Vishnu, and he is Lord of all living creatures, all world, all beauties, and the protector of everyone. Here it says that the Lord created this material world to enable the conditioned soul to learn how to perform yajna for the satisfaction of Vishnu. Here the yajna mentioned is for the satisfaction of Vishnu, so that while in the material world they can live very comfortably without anxiety, and after finishing the present material body, they can enter into the kingdom of God. The same thing, Bhagavad Gita, verse number 310, 3rd chapter, 10th verse, and 2nd canto, chapter 4, verse number 20. The same concept explained here about yajna sacrifice and what it is meant for. It clearly say, if you do yajna, if you do sacrifice, the yajna here they specifically say that for Kali Yuga it is only Sankirtana yajna. And Sankirtana yajna, you do it properly and it makes you happy, and you won't get any anxiety. After finishing the current life, you are guaranteed to go back to Godhead. That is what clear message in both these two verses. I will give you some more verses regarding this Sankirtan movement, and then we will go ahead. Any doubts so far? He is more excited. Very good. Okay, next. When I read yesterday some other books about Sankirtan, they have mentioned n number of verses and how to do the Sankirtan Yajna. We discussed even in my earlier classes. I told the Sankirtan Yajna, the Sankirtan movement, what you got to do? The Maharaj, he said, no, arrow. You got to bow and arrow. How we can do the Sankirtan Yajna? The destination is Lord's lotus feet, and how you should be aligned to do the Sankirtan Yajna. That is the key point. Sachidananda Swami Maharaj, he said, he get the acronyms, arrow. First A stands for your body, mind and your heart aligned with the holy name. This is morning time. My whole body, mind and heart, I am devoted to Krishna, aligned with the holy name. And it looks like basic, but it is a very key point that my present chanting, it is not chanting, I have meeting with Krishna. I am associating with Krishna. I am talking to Krishna. Please engage me in your service. My heart, whole body is aligned to Krishna. What is next? Establish relationship with Lord. I am your humble servant. Relationship. Rendering service. Share the holy name to the people. It is not only for you, it is for entire world. You have to share it with the people. Offer your chanting in the spirit of the loving service to the Lord. This chanting as I am doing is my service to the Lord. That is my first job every day in the morning. Open up your heart to receive the holy name, the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki. Hankering for the presence of the Lord, the genuine spiritual mood and eagerness. And next is gratitude. How the Lord is merciful to me. What I am doing. Sometimes I am chanting inattentively. I should not do inattentively. I have to chant carefully. This is my time with the Lord, no one else. My service to the Lord. That is the key thing in should be mind. Finally, welcoming the divine gift in the mood of surrender to the lotus feet of the Lord and have humble attitude. That is the key thing. This is the way to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is, recite nicely Vachyam and Vachakam. Hear the mantra. Thereby, Lord enter into your heart and cleans your chitta, and you are ready to go back to Godhead. Chitta has n number of impressions, many birth. At the cleansing, that is not that easy. You can't do it in any way. Only the Lord can do. The chitta is the one connected to the pradhan. Unless and until you clean the chitta, you can't go back to Godhead. The right method is to start now. Start properly. Shoot the arrow to the lotus feet of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I just remember when Prabhupada, he is training his disciple. They planning to go to Kumbh Mela, and he took a lot of disciple, and we are going to do the Sankirtan in the Kumbh Mela. In Kumbh Mela, you know that plenty of people come, and we got to do there. What is the Prabhupada instruction? You roar like a lion. This Mahamantra is not just Mahamantra. It is, you have to roar like a lion. And that is what the instruction given by Prabhupada to his disciple. I read one of the books, I don't know where I read. It clearly say that Prabhupada giving the direct, clear instruction to disciple that we have to give this Sankirtan movement to the entire people who were coming to Kumbh Mela. They have to recite at least once. For that, you have to roar like a lion. It has to reach their ears. That is the key instruction. Is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu given to us, and we have to distribute to the everyone. That is the message by Prabhupada to his disciple. Any doubt, Prabhu, so far? All good? So next one. In Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 5th chapter, 32 verse, it says that Sankirtan Yajna and Krishna consciousness go well together. Lord Krishna in his devotional form as Lord Chaitanya is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam, the verse number 11th canto, 5th chapter, verse number 32. As follows. Krishna Varnam Tishaksharam Sankopa Angashtra Parshatam Yajnai Sankirtana Prayar Yajanti Hi Shumedasa. In this age of Kali, people who are endowed with sufficient intelligence will worship the Lord, who is accompanied by his associates by performance of Sankirtan Yajna. This verse clearly say 11.532, people with intelligence, they will do performance of Sankirtan Yajna. Other yajna prescribed in the Vedic literature are not easy to perform in this age of Kali. But Sankirtan Yajna is easy and sublime for the purpose as recommended in Bhagavad Gita, which is again another verse he quoted, 9th chapter, 14th verse. Anyone know what is 9th chapter, 14th verse? Satatam kirtayanto mam yad etantascha tridavrada namashyantascha mam bhaktya nitya yukta upashate. Always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me, these great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. See, there are n number of verses everywhere, both in Bhagavad Gita as well as in Bhagavatam, about the Sankirtan Yajna, and that is the key thing for this Kali Yuga. And added to that, Prabhupada and our current Acharyas is mentioning that how you have to do. And one special thing given by Prabhupada is, in one of the lecture he said, how can I know that I am doing correctly, chanting correctly? I am in a hurry, morning I got to do 8 rounds, afternoon I do 8 rounds, but morning 5 minutes, then chanting is over. Is that correct? Is this chanting or counting? Prabhuji is nicely laughing. Is it chanting or counting? It is only chanting. See, you have to release the taste. And you go to that mood, the chanting mood. You are with the Lord. And you don't care whoever come to you, whoever talk to you, you are in association with the Lord. That Prabhupada quoted the example of Srila Rupa Goswami. He is fully deep into the prayer. That is, he mentioned the name for it, Namasmaran. When you are deep into Namasmaran, where you will go? Leela Smaran. That is come automatically. That is where you can understand how you are chanting, the quality of your chanting, and you can put the marks accordingly, 50%, 80%, 100% accordingly. Okay? So now our aim is be in the Namasmaran, fully with the Nama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I am chanting, I am hearing, Vachyam and Vachakam. That should be our only aim. I am begging to the Lord, please engage me in your service. That is a key thing. When I first started Bhagavatam, it's like just reading only. I didn't get taste. I am struggling nearly 1 year. Then I joined one Bhakti Vaibhava class, and he take the very first 3 verse, nearly 2 months. First verse itself nearly 1 month. Every day 1 hour, all the 5 days. He explained what is the importance of verse, what is the meaning Acharya tried to convey. When I attended that, when I finished first 3 verse, I want to finish entire the 18,000 verse. Is it possible? Oh, I can do it. I am still doing for the past 4 years. I am doing every day. It takes at least another 5-6 years. The taste is given by the Acharya who taught the class to me. It is very important to understand the message of the Acharya, given the purport. When I read the Prabhupada purport, is one of the longest purpose. The first 3 verses, you look at all the verse, it is very long. But you got to check with your seniors and what is the message conveyed in that. See what the first 3 verses it says that Vastu Nirdesh verse, establishing the subject matter of entire Bhagavatam. If anyone who understands the first 3 verses, they will get the real taste and they want to finish all the 18,000 verses. That is the ultimate. Did anyone want to say what is the first verse want to say, convey as per Prabhupada's purport? It is only 5 points. Let me first chant that verse and then I will tell what they say, and it is relevant to this verse as well. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmatyasya Yadonvayat Itaratascharteshu Abhignaswarad Tene Brahma Hridaya Adikavaye Muhyandi Yatsurayah Tejovari Mritam Yata Vinimayo Yatra Trisargo Mrisha Dhamna Svena Sada Nirasta Kugaham Satyam Param Dhimahi. Prabhupada say 5 key points in this verse. Number 1, establishing the absolute truth. Number 2, that absolute truth has form which is Krishna. By reading this Bhagavatam, it is Amrita, nectar. You can drink this nectar. Number 4, you can meditate on Radha and Krishna by reading this Bhagavatam, Satyam Param Dhimahi. Finally, by doing this all 4, you will automatically get bhakti, the prema. That is the ultimate aim of our life. That is Srimad Bhagavatam. He is nicely explained in his purport, but you have to get that knowledge through from your Acharya. That is the key. You can read, you can get it, but it takes times. So the number 1 is each and every verse, each and every purport, he has the message to convey. And we have to understand that message, and that is the ultimate aim for us to gradually progress into our spiritual path. Yes, I do chanting for the past 15 years or 20 years. But the chanting on day 1 is different from chanting on now. That should be the ultimate aim. Say how I progress. That is started as a chanting and part of counting, sort of that. Now the counting is gone already. There is no more counting. There is only chanting. That chanting is only with Krishna. I am with Krishna. I am talking to Krishna. My aim is to serve Krishna. Ultimately, I will get bhakti and prema. That is the way of chanting. And I am chanting. I am hearing. I know Lord is entering into Brahman and cleans my chitta. Chitta is getting cleansed. That should be the aim now after 10 years. If I do the same kind of chanting or counting, what I did 10 years ago is of no use. And we have to evaluate our progress, our quality of chanting. Am I really into Namasmaran? Did I able to get at least sometime the Leela Smaran by doing Namasmaran? That should be our ultimate aim by chanting. When doing chanting, next tomorrow iPhone is coming, new laptop is coming. That should not be our aim. That's all temporary. We are living in the temporary world. Everything come and go. What is the use of having attraction towards the temporary things? Our permanent thing, our permanent asset is only our Nama Sankirtan, Nama Smaran, and going to Leela Smaran after the Nama Smaran. That should be our ultimate aim. Any doubts so far? Prabhu is with full spirit. Thank you. Next. Yes, please. See, the context is everyone going to Kumbh Mela. Did you visit Kumbh Mela any time? Okay. So I visited this year in January, February. The crowd is huge crowd, correct? And Prabhupada is very keen that each and everyone has to hear this mantra. In the huge crowd, if you say Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, it is not even going to my ears. And he want to millions of people to hear. He want to hear millions of people. This current Mahakumbh Mela, 500 million people visited. 50 crore people means 500 million people visited there. It's fully crowded. I took bath midnight 12 o'clock. Even that midnight 12 o'clock is heavy crowded for me. They said it is not crowded. This 10 times crowded in the morning like this. He said it is not crowded. I can't able to reach the place, but still I able to reach. They said this is no crowd, Prabhu. This is very less. No, this is less. Then what is the crowd? You come in the morning, you see that more than 10 times crowded this is. And Prabhupada's aim is everyone has to hear this mantra. That is the aim, ultimate aim. That is where he said like that. That is what the context is. He mentioned he is preparing his disciple to go to Kumbh Mela. Each and every corner of Kumbh Mela, that big area, no? You go here 10 people, you go 10 people here, all the direction, and they have to chant. And they have to distribute that mantra to everyone. See, initially, this came from the first thing is what is his name? Ramanujacharya. He first distributed. He got the mantra through Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. He got mantra from his disciple, his Guru Maharaj, and he went up to the temple top, and then he called everyone, please come, I am going to tell the secret mantra to everyone. And he distributed to everyone, whole village people. And his Guru Maharaj is cursed him. Oh, how can you do that? I told it is confidential. Yes. He said, the Guru Maharaj told him, whoever chant this one, they will go to Goloka. Even he said he will go to Pataloka, I don't mind going to Pataloka. At least these people will go to Goloka. I am happy that hundreds and thousands of people go to Goloka. One person going to Pataloka doesn't matter to me. Like that he said. So the Acharya's ultimate aim is the mantra has to reach everyone, and everyone has to chant, and everyone has to get liberation. The Krishna wants that. Krishna wants that mantra to reach everyone. That is the ultimate aim. Okay? Got it? The another thing is here, if you remember Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter, 15th sloka. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedescha sarvairahameva vedyo vedanta krit vedavid eva chaham. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of Vedas. What is the message Krishna say here? He is the compiler of Veda, and all the Veda to be known is only Krishna. And he say that I am sitting in everyone's heart as Shiro Dakshayi Vishnu. So earlier when we discussed, I told one analogy. When we chant, where is Krishna? Krishna is somewhere there, somewhere there. That's what with our realization. After some time, so somewhere near it's there. And then finally we come to realize that the God is within me. God is here. So now our focus is I am chanting. I am attentively chanting. The God within me listening my chanting. We both discuss each other, and I should not waver around mind everywhere, because Krishna listening to me. Krishna is listening to me. That should be the focus. And you are allocating a specific time, 1 hour, half an hour, or 1.5 hours in the morning, according to your convenience, and do your chanting. And that should be your mood. When you come to that stage, automatically you are progressing into your bhakti. You are tasting the nectar. You are in pure devotional service. That should be the ultimate. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. See, the key thing is, Prabhupada say that analogy here is we are in Kali Yuga, and this mantra can be chanted anytime, and there is no prescribed rules. At the same time, we have to take our own responsibility that am I doing attentively. That should be the only thing we have to keep in our mind. And we have to give the quality time to chant. Just like that, anytime, okay, I do just before. Some people I know that, Prabhuji, I not finished today chanting, I have to chant now, we will talk tomorrow. I used to call around 9:30 in the night. So he will start chanting only at 9:30. That is not the object. The object here is, if you do chanting in the morning, you will be happy for the whole day. You will not get any anxiety or anything. The day will go smoothly. That should be the aim. The aim is not the 16 round. The aim is you have to chant nicely. That will take you automatically to the whole day nicely to live happily. It is not that I am committed to 16 round. I have to do 16 round. I will do it 16 round at the evening 9 to 10 or like that. No. You have to allocate your quality time. Then God make you more time to do your job. That should be the ultimate. Don't postpone your chanting in the evening or night. It should be better. Earlier is better. Probably it is in the Brahma Muhurta. That is to be the ultimate aim of the chanting the mantra. Don't look for the counting, and it is I am having meeting with the Lord. The Lord is waiting for my time. I am doing my chanting. I am absorbed into Namasmaran. Eagerly awaiting to for Leela Smaran as per Prabhupada quoted about Srila Rupa Goswami. How he absorbed in Lamasmaran, then he went to Leela Smaran. That is the way to do the chanting. That we have to keep in mind always to do the chanting. Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Happy to take any questions. Yes, please. You are asking $1 million question, Prabhu. It's not easy question. How long will the question is? How long it take from Lamasmaran to Leelasmaran? What I can say is, better you come to the stage of Namasmaran. That is the key. Once you get the Namasmaran, automatically you get the Leelasmaran. But I told the first verse of the Bhagavatam, he said the 5 points. He said first he explained 4 points. By understanding these 4 points, you will automatically get to Bhakti in Prema. That is what the key message was, the very first verse. And your question is valid, is a very key question. But the answer to that, I can't say just like that the answer. The key thing is, are we in the process of getting to Namasmaran? Namasmaran is the real taste are we getting. When you get the real taste of Namasmaran, you won't care about the gulab jamun or idli or halwa and all. No, you won't get the taste. You get the taste of Namasmaran. You do that chanting in a different way. See, I don't know. The chanting Hare Krishna mantra, how we are chanting now, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This we can chant in a different way in Samaveda. Did anyone knows that? How to do? Even to learn how to chant Hare Krishna mantra in Samaveda, it will take nearly 1 year to study. I approached one Prabhu. I want to learn. Can you please teach me to chant Hare Krishna mantra in Samaveda? See, it will take 1 year. You have to attend daily class 1 hour, 1.5 hours every day, weekdays, and Saturday, Sundays leave, and it take 1 hour. Oh, I said I will come. Maybe I will join this next year. I said I will come next year. That means to learn 2 lines, it take 1 year. And here, the answer to that question, I can tell 2-3 points. Key points. One is, we have to get into Namasmaran. To get into Namasmaran, what I got to do, we got to absorb into the mantra, and you have to dedicate your time, your eagerness to do that mantra. When you take 1 step, the Lord will give you 10 steps. When Dhruva Maharaj, at the young age, he don't know anything, but he has a keen desire to do the prayer to the Lord. At the age of 5, he don't know anything. Then the Lord kept the conch shell on his head. He get the entire knowledge. When you have that serious desire, dedication, and beg for the Lord that I want to do this in a sincere way, then the Lord will give 10 times, and mercy of the Lord, you can easily, even over the night, you can go to Namasmaran to Leela Smaran. Or if you get the Lord's mercy, if you just want to think of that only and not taken sufficient step, even it take 10 birth. Not even one birth, it will take 10 births time. But the key thing is your desire, your willingness to do, you begging the mercy of the Lord, then you will get even over the night. That is the answer. Is clear? Thanks for the question. It's a good thing. Wonderful question. Hamsa Prabhu thinking something to ask. Yes, Prabhu. Bhaskar Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Grandhira Srimad Bhavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Sri Sri Radha Gopinath Bhagwan ki. Hare Krishna. You can keep it, Prabhu.